Shalom, y'all. Giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah, Bashim, Rakakwadash. And Lord, what is edifying, man. And it's I got the brothers with me here today once again. And it's just a blessing to be here with the Akim once again to be able to spread this word and give some understanding for these world events that are happening, because the news, if you tap into CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, they give you a certain narrative, but they don't tell you the real agenda behind what's going on. They may give you tidbits of the truth, but they ain't gonna give you the real thing, unfiltered, raw. How we gonna give it to you on these panels, man, on these live streams, spreading this real word.
Shalom. I just want to say all praise to the Most High and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Harakakudash. And yeah, man, this is a very interesting topic. I remember talking about this before, and I kind of have I understand it a little better now. So of course, I'm with my brothers. I'll add in what I can, and hopefully, I'm very curious to see where this conversation leads up or ends up. And yeah, can't wait to get this information out there and chop it up.
A lot of things been happening these past couple of months. So, we just going to touch on, the Russia-Ukraine issue. The quote-unquote Karagma has kind of died down a little bit, but obviously it hasn't fully gone away. So we'll touch on that a little bit as well. Mm-hmm. Also, I believe the issue when it comes to Saudi Arabia trying to basically sell their oil to China using the yuan instead of dollars, and if that actually happens, that's that's massive. That's not going to cripple the U.S. economy. That'll cripple the economy globally. So we'll see if Saudi Arabia has the guts to do that. But that's a whole nother discussion. Of course, just want to be here and edify the brothers like always. Like it says in the scriptures, Isaiah 33 and 6, wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of our time. So it's always important for brothers to understand. Of course, the scriptures come first and foremost, like even Christ himself said, seek ye the kingdom and its righteousness, and then everything else follows. But of course, you still got to allow that everything else to follow as well. So you got to be aware of what's going on around you. You got to be aware of, how to make money. You got to be aware of how to, take care of yourself and lead. But today we're just going to be talking about, things that are happening around the world. So you brothers can be aware of what's going on, and even for ourselves, because this is, partially self-edifying.
Come on.
Yes, sir, man. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And we continue to receive this daily bread, mental, physical, and most importantly, spiritual. And through all our transgressions, may the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, continue to give mercy on us and let us stay in the knowledge as it continues to flow like a river. And for the first time, I'm going to be the first one to bring the precepts to the party. Let's get it.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead and start it off, bro.
This is actually going to pretty much tie. This is actually going to be like basically the foundation of this whole live stream. Habakkuk chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse. You know what? I'm going to start at verse 4. Behold the proud, his soul is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Indeed, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Indeed, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, and he does not stay at home, because he enlarges his desire as hell, and he is like death, and cannot be satisfied. He gathers to himself all nations, and heaps up for himself all peoples. Will not all these take up a proverb against him, and a taunting riddle against him, and say, woe to him who increases what is not his, how long? And to him who loads himself with many pledges, will not your creditors rise up suddenly, and will they not awaken who oppresses you, and will become their booty? So, I mean, in verse 6, it's talking about pledges or many pledges, and in verse 7, it's talking about the creditors. those of us who have such have a BLB Bible have looked up that word pledges. It literally says debts, or in like the original King James, it says I believe it says thick clay, something like that. But it's talking about debts. This system is complete debt-centered, debt-based system. So at the end of the day, all this stuff is meant to happen, the transition of money and all this other stuff, because all of these countries are in pretty much major debt, especially the superpowers. So throughout this live stream, we're going to, go through all that and try to tie together how does this all connect into the next digital system, because we all know that in this society, the number one thing that moves this world is commerce or economics. Yeah, fiat economics, which has nothing to do with the Bible for those of us who have studied the law. But those are for those pro-black idiots out there that be talking about the Bible don't teach nobody about money. But that's on another topic.
Going into the title of this live stream, will the world have a dollar collapse? The reason why I say the world preparing for a dollar collapse is because we got to understand the economic structure of the world currently, and what currently shapes and fuels, no pun intended, fuels the world, and that's oil, right? And what is the currency that you have to be able to use in order to fuel oil to and fro? To get oil into your nation, you have to use the United States dollar, right? But as the world changes, as we are entering this digital age, as the brother Ghetto Genius was saying, we are entering a new age of currency transaction. And we're going to broach the question in this live stream: are we entering not just the new age of currency transaction from physical to digital, but are we entering a new world reserve currency as well, from the United States dollar to who knows what it can be? There's been a lot of talks about the Chinese yuan, as Dben mentioned earlier on in his opening statement, statements that the Chinese yuan is on the verge of becoming a mainstay world reserve currency. It was labeled a world reserve currency by the International Monetary Fund in 2016. So because of that, we understand that they have everything planned out years and years and years in advance, right? So by labeling the Chinese yuan a world reserve currency back in 2016, that's shaping the world for the future, and we're going to examine that and show why that may be the case and things of that nature. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we're on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah's time. So at any given time, he could come down and disappoint the craft of the wicked. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick in Job, the 5th chapter. This is Job chapter 5 and verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. So the reason why I say that is because at the end of the day, we're running on the Most High's time. So any given time, the Most High can say, with this world, I'm ready to establish my new world, and the new world, going into the new world, being refreshed world. The word kainos, as stated in 2 Peter the 3rd chapter, going into that new refreshed world, that being the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yahweh Shai on the earth.